Hello there. On today's project, I'm excited to share this tutorial about how I did kind of a beach-inspired ocean t-shirt. This is kind of a common thing that people try to create, so this is just my take on it. This is not something that I came up with on my own. It's something that I'm recreating from other artists I've seen. I just want to be specific about that, but this is a really cool way to make a beachy vibes shirt. So I'm doing a geode tied. I grabbed a random little piece of my shirt up there at the corner and I wrapped the sinew around 4 to 5 times. Then I pull it around my sinew puller 2 or 3 times and I pull it tight until I can feel like a little bit of a tug. This shirt is slightly damp. It was soaked in soda ash for at least 20 minutes. It was probably closer to like 24 hours, but you really don't need it for longer than 20 minutes or so. Also, I add soda ash to my dyes, so this step isn't totally necessary if you do that as well, but you always want soda ash applied in some way if you're using Procyon dyes, so always keep that in mind. These are not RIT dyes where you can just put the powder on and go with it. You are going to want a chemical to bind the Procyon dyes too, and that's what the soda ash is for. So I started another little area tying that piece, and you can see here I'm kind of finagling the fabric a little bit to get it to mushroom out a little bit so that they don't look like consecutive circles. And I also like to really scrunch the fabric so that they've kind of got a jagged edge and it's not just like a smooth circle around another smooth circle. This shirt I actually did as part of a trade in a fun Facebook group I'm in. We design shirts for each other and trade them. So this was a gift to one of the people in the group. I never heard from her. I don't know if she even liked this shirt, but I liked it, so I'm sharing about it. Lisa, if you're out there, how'd you like the shirt? If your name is Lisa and you like this shirt, tell me about it in the comments. If your name's not Lisa and you like the shirt, I'd also love to hear how you like the shirt. I hope you're playing a fun drinking game with the phrase, like the shirt. And by now you'll be plastered, right? All fun and games. All right. First color I used was palomino gold. This is the color I used as the beach area. And the second color I used was Mermaid's Dream. These are both Dharma colors. Then I used Bahama blue. And I used Kingfisher blue, which is probably my favorite, like dark teal, oceany color. And I just moved this around so that I had better access with my spoon. Teal blue is the last color I used. And I'm just kind of filling in the white spaces there, adding some ice. You can see I put magic tracks around the geode there, and it's hovering above the pan on a rack. So it's not going to be sitting in the dye runoff. It rained the night I set this outside, and so I ended up adding more color just in case the blues had washed out. So I actually ended up doing 2 applications of color on this shirt. I don't typically do that, but I wanted to document it if you guys are wanting to recreate the exact thing. And I just added some more ice. Here it is after 24 hours having sat, and I'm just rinsing it really well until I can get as much of the color out as I can. And I'm tying it as I go, as the water's rinsing as well. It's just like a not lukewarm, it's like a room temperature cold water that I'm rinsing it with. And you're gonna rinse really well, get that dye off, and then you're gonna bump the water up to hot And you'll see as soon as you bump the water up to hot, more dye is going to come out because it's unbonded dye that you're trying to get rid of so it doesn't stick on the white areas. And then I sprinkle it with a little bit of Blue Dawn dish soap, and I wash it in a really hot washing machine cycle for about an hour and a half. It's a long, hot cycle. And that gets off all the excess dye, and it should be okay to rinse with other clothes after this process. Blues are pretty hard to get out, so that's why I did that process twice there. And here's the final result. I think it turned out so pretty. I really, really like how this shirt turned out. Like and subscribe for more just like this. Thanks for following along.